Welcome to Daily Editorial Analysis brought to you by Shankar IAS Academy Civilspedia team. Today's date is August 8, 2024 and I am Bharatiya Nyay to carry out today's discussion. I have an important announcement to make today. Shankar IAS Academy is going to conduct a prelims test series 2025 in the name of pre-storming. This test series consists of almost 48 tests. The first batch starts on 6 September. You can enroll on this test series by clicking the link given below in the description. We are also starting a All India UPSC Mains Open Mock Test to boost the mains preparation with us. Here is the list of editorials that we are going to discuss today. One editorial is from the Hindu and another is from the Indian Express. We are also having a mains question at the end of each article discussion, which you can answer in the comment section given below. So without further delay, let's get into today's discussion. This is the first editorial that we are going to discuss today. It is given in the Indian Express. So this article is criticizing the BNS, which is the Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita, which has replaced the IPC introduced by the British India. So how it is criticizing? It is criticizing the fact that this BNS is failed to address the modern challenges which are possessed by the technological advancement in the contemporary India. So India has transformed massively in terms of social as well as economic aspect. But this BNS is very outdated as it is lacking clear provisions for the cyber crimes as well as the digital offenses. So this article is also arguing that BNS should have been revised to reflect these changes, ensuring the laws are relevant and much precise in nature. It also says BNS has to be revised in such a way that it has the ability to protect against new form of crimes in this digital age. So on this backdrop, let's try to understand what is BNS in a detailed way from a mains perspective. So this BNS is a proposed bill which aims to replace the IPC of 1860. So this is the principal law for criminal offences in India, which is introduced by the British. So this IPC consists of the following criminal offences. First is the one related to the human body, such as the assault to human body or any murder. Next is the property. This consists of extortion as well as the theft of property. The third is the public order, such as the unlawful assembly or any riot. Public health, morality, safety, decency is also included in this IPC. Any defamation or offences against the state is also included against the IPC Act of 1860. So this BNS was introduced to replace the IPC. This BNS has retained most of the provisions in IPC but has also introduced new offences. It also removed the provisions which were struck down by the laws and judges. The BNS has also increased penalty for several offences. So all these were examined by the Standing Committee of Home Affairs. So this BNS is a part of broader effort to modernize and indigenize the Indian criminal laws. That's why they have introduced this law in such a way that it reflects the contemporary social values, technological advancement and the evolving need of the law enforcement. Now we will see what are the key features of this BNS. First is regarding the sexual offences. The earlier IPC criminalizes acts such as rape, voyeurism, stalking and insulting the modesty of women. Voyeurism is nothing but recording a video without the consent of the person who is being recorded. BNS has retained all these provisions. It has also criminalized the sexual intercourse with the women by making some false promises. Next is regarding the sedition. Sedition is nothing but the illegal act which is inciting the people to resist against the government. This BNS has replaced the sedition with penalties. It is penalizing the following activity such as exciting or attempting to create a secession, conducting an armed rebellion, encouraging feelings of separate activity and endangering the sovereignty or unity of India. We know that sovereignty is ensured in the Constitution of India as it is mentioned in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. So any of these offences may involve exchange of words, signs, electronic communication or use of financial means. All these activities are penalized under the BNS. Next is regarding the terrorism. The BNS defines terrorism as an act that intends to threaten the unity, integrity and the security of the country. It also includes if any activity is intimidating the general public or disturbing the public order. Serious punishments are given for these terrorism activities such as death or life imprisonment along with the fine of up to 10 lakhs if any of this terrorist activity leads in death. Imprisonment between 5 years and life imprisonment is also given with a fine of at least 5 lakh rupees in case of terrorism activities. Next is regarding the organized crimes. Under BNS, attempting or committing organized crime will be punishable with death or life imprisonment and a fine of up to 10 lakh if it results in the death of a person. Even imprisonment between 5 years and life imprisonment along with the fine of at least 5 lakh rupees is given under the BNS. Next is the mob lynching. Mob lynching is nothing but executing a person who is considered as an offender without a proper judicial trial. It is the public killing of an individual who has not received any judicial trial yet. So in this case, the punishment ranges from 7 years to life imprisonment or death. Now we will see what are the challenges with respect to the BNS. First is the definition of mental illness. The IPC provides protection from prosecution to a person of unsound mind, but BNS has changed this person to a mental illness and not unsound mind. The definition of mental illness excludes the mental retardation and includes the abuse of alcohol and drugs. This is the first challenge. Next is there is a broader definition for the word terrorism. According to the BNS, the new definition of terrorism includes the act of using firearms, bombs, hazardous substances to cause death, danger to life, or even to create the fear. It also includes destroying property or disrupting the essential services. So in this way, a wide range of offences may be interpreted as the act of terrorism. There is also a lack of clarity regarding the petty organized crimes. So under the BNS, petty crimes are defined as crimes causing a general feeling of insecurity among the citizen. It also includes a crime committed by an organized criminal group or gangs. So here there is no clear definition about the words such as gang, anchor points, or mobile organized crime groups. This is a major challenge again. Next challenge is the different age threshold for the children. In BNS, the threshold for minority of victim for different offences of rape and the penalty varies. For a gang rape, the penalty difference is based on whether the victim is above the age or below the age of 18. However, for rape, the penalty is different based on whether the victim age is below 12 years, between 12 and 16 or above. So here you can see the application of different age in case of gang rape and rape. So there is an inconsistency with the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012, which classifies all individuals below the age of 18 are considered as minors. This is another confusion regarding the BNS. So here we can see BNS represents a significant shift in the India's criminal justice system. It is aiming to create a more modern, indigenized and a precise legal framework. However, we need a clarity on the definition. So this clarity in definition will avoid the confusion and help in the effective implementation. Such as we don't have a clarity on the definition of the gang, anchor points or any mobile organized crime groups. We also require adherence to the existing law. We have seen there is a discrepancy in the age with respect to the rape and gang rape. There is an inconsistency with the laws such as Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. So if we adhere to the existing law, this will avoid the confusion regarding the age threshold in violence against the children. Next is we need focus on the cyber crime. With rapid technological advancement, there are many crimes related to digital era. So provisions related to cyber crime and technological crimes is very essential in this case. We also need public awareness for better cooperation from the public. So in this editorial, we discussed what is BNS, what are the key features of it, and we also saw what are some challenges or inconsistency in the BNS law. We also saw what can be done to resolve this issue. So with this understanding in the mind, let's get into mains question. The question is, changing legislation should reflect the changing societal values. Discuss the statement in the light of BNS. It's a 15-mark question for 250 words. You can write the answers and post in the comment section. With this, we'll conclude the discussion on this article, and now let's move on to the next one. This is the next editorial that we are going to discuss today. India needs to develop a care ecosystem. So this article is talking about the developing a care ecosystem in India and the need to address the challenges faced by the women due to their burden of the unpaid care work. In all the Indian households, the mothers are working day and night, but are they getting paid? No. So the care economy is talking about this. The care economy includes activity related to the provision of care and services that support the individual as well as the families. So this includes child care, care given to elder people, and other forms of support that are essential for the well-being of an individual. Now let's see what are the characteristics of the care economy. First is the non-monetary valuation. All these activities are undervalued or not fully captured in the traditional economic because all these activities are usually unpaid or underpaid in the economy. For example, all mothers in the Indian household are cooking day and night, but are they getting paid? No. This is the non-monetary valuation. As they are not getting paid, it is not included in the economic activity, like in the case of manufacturing and service sector. Next is the social and emotional impact. The care economy focuses on the social and emotional well-being of an individual. It highlights the importance of maintaining and nurturing the human relationships and support system. The care economy includes both formal as well as informal sectors. The formal sectors include such as the care services, which is provided by the provisional healthcare providers. Next is the informal care services, which is nothing but the family caregivers. All these are unpaid labors, especially women. Now we will see what is the economic impact of this care economy. First is the undervalued contributions. The economic contributions of the care work are often under-recognized in the calculation of the GDP, because all these activities are either unpaid or low paid in nature. By providing the essential support, the care economy enables other economic activities. This is done by helping the individuals to participate in the workforce and maintain a productivity. Now we will see what are the positive attributes of this care economy. First is they will boost the well-being of an individual. They will support the essential activities such as child care and elder care. This will enhance the social and emotional health of the families. Next is they strengthen the communities. How it is done? They will help to build a strong community ties and relationship, which will build a social capital. They will also support the workforce participation. The care economy will enable the individual to work by providing necessary care, especially benefiting the working parents. The next positive attribute of this care economy is that they will promote the gender equality, because this care economy highlights and values the women caregiving work. This will encourage a formulation of fair policy and compensation. Having discussed about the positive attributes of care economy, we will also discuss about the shortcomings of it. First is the undervaluation. All these care activities are often undervalued or uncompensated. This can lead to economic inequalities and financial insecurity for the caregivers. Next is the lack of recognition. All these caregiving contributions are frequently overlooked in the economic metrics like GDP, which will result in the insufficient policy support. Third shortcoming is the economic dependence. As there is a reliance on unpaid or low paid care work, this can create a dependency and can create inequality. This can impact the marginalized as well as the downtrodden group. We also have resource constraint with respect to the care economy, because informal care workers often lack adequate resources and support, which can affect the quality of care and caregiving. Usually the care and monetary economics are often discussed together because they are interconnected as a care work is not always reflected in a traditional economic metrics. Thus, this connection of a care and monetary economics will provide a holistic view of the economy and social system of our country. Now we will see what is monetized economy. Monetized economy is nothing but economic activities that are usually measured in terms of money. This includes all transactions where goods and services are bought and sold with the monetary compensation. We will also see what are the characteristics of this monetized economy. First is the market transaction. All the activities in the monetized economy are tracked as well as measured with the help of the market transactions, and all these are reflected in the national income accounts such as the GDP. There is also a economic measurement. It includes all formal economic activities that are directly exchanged for money such as manufacturing, retail, financial services. Usually paid labor is included in this monetized economy. For all the work done in the monetized economy, they are paid with wages, salaries, or any other financial remuneration. So, it is taken into account as the economic measurement with the help of these market transactions. Now, we will see the economic impact of the monetized economy as we have seen the economic impact of the care economy. First is the economic growth metrics. The monetized economy is directly reflected in the economic growth and productivity metrics because this monetized economy involves transaction that will contribute to the GDP and other financial indicators. The monetized economy also focuses on the formal sector activities along with the informal activities. So, what are the positive attributes of this monetized economy? First is the economic measurement. They provide a clear metrics for the economic activities through financial transaction, which helps them in the assessment of performance, growth, and productivity. Talking about the efficiency, this monetized economy supports efficiency and innovation as businesses and the individual work hard to meet the demand and improve the products and services. They also generate formal employment and income which will contribute to the economic stability. The employment will also ensure the financial security of an individual. So this basic nature of the monetized economy allows for a formulation of a targeted policy which can address the economic issues, promote growth, and enhance the stability. As we have seen the positive attributes, we will also discuss about the shortcomings in this type of economy. They often ignore the non-market activities like the caregiving and volunteer work. All these works are very essential and vital for societal functioning, but these activities are not measured monetarily. Next is the inequality. This type of economy can elevate the economic inequality among the people because the low paying or the informal jobs can lead to financial insecurity and limited access to these services. In this type of economy, people may prioritize immediate financial gains over long-term social and environmental impact. This is a major concern. As there is more focus on the money, this can contribute to the environmental degradation and unsustainable practices because people are more focused on the profit over the ecological and social considerations. Now we will see what are the measures taken to strengthen the care economy. Talking about the valuation and compensation, there is an act called Minimum Wages Act. This act has set minimum wage standards which include sectors where many caregivers are employed. For example, domestic work and healthcare work. Next is the National Health Mission. Under this mission, the healthcare workers, including the ASHA workers, are compensated for their work. This helps to formalize and value the contributions of these workers in the health sector. We will also see what are the policy and legislation to strengthen this care economy. First is the Maternity Benefit Act. Previously, we had the Maternity Benefit Act 1961, but a recent amendment was introduced in the year 2017 which extends the maternity leave to 26 weeks. They have also introduced a provision for creche facilities in the workplace which will benefit the working mothers and caregivers. The access to resources and training is also improved with the introduction of skill development schemes such as the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushal Yojana. So this skill development program will provide training and skill development for women in the caregiving sector. This helps the women to enhance their employability. Next is the Swachh Bharat mission. This mission includes training for sanitation workers, where many of them are women. This includes waste management practices, thereby improving their skills and earning potential. We have Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme, which aims to improve the welfare of girls and women through providing education and support. This will indirectly support the women caregivers by promoting the gender equality and education. The National Commission for Women is also established. They also conduct awareness programs focused on women issues, including those related to the caregiving and economic empowerment. The support for women entrepreneurs is also given through Mudra Yojana, where there are 3 types of loans called as Shishu, Kishore and Tarun. We also have Startup India scheme. Under this scheme, women entrepreneurs are provided with mentorship, funding and regulatory support. Various initiatives is also taken to integrate into the economic planning. One such example is Women's Economic Empowerment Initiative, such as the Stand Up India mission. This Stand Up India scheme will provide loan to the women entrepreneurs, including those in the care sector. This will enable the women in the care sector to start and expand their businesses. Economic survey and policy formulation is also done. The Economic Survey of India and the various budgetary allocation often include provisions and analysis related to the care economy. This will help shape policies that address these areas. So in this discussion, we saw what is care economy and monetized economy. In both the cases, we saw what are the positive attributes and the shortcomings. At the end, we also saw what are the measures that can be taken to strengthen the care economy. With this, we'll conclude the discussion on this article with a mains question. The question is, discuss the impact of disproportionate burden of unpaid care work on women's labor force participation in India. Evaluate the effectiveness of current government initiative aimed at improving child care support and propose measures to enhance the care ecosystem. This is a 15-mark question. You have to write 250 words. Write your answers in the comment section given below if you are interested. We have come to the end of today's video. If you found the video informative, do hit like, give your feedbacks as comment and do not forget to share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.